What is going on, Draw2 crew? Ramny here with a brand new drawing tutorial for you guys. And like I said in our last tutorial, we are going to continue working on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And this is one that I've been meaning to draw because I'm a huge Mighty Morphin Power Rangers fan. I watched it when I was a kid, and now there's a movie a couple of years ago, and it's hugely popular in the comics. So let's draw them, okay? So like I said, we're mainly going to cover, mainly focus on just the bust of the figure, which is just the head and just a little bit of the body, like the upper torso there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. First thing, much like we did with our Zach tutorial, we're just going to draw a circle. Just like this. And you guys see how I'm kind of very lightly drawing in. And it's one of those skills that it really just, it takes a lot of practice to draw. It's not a thing that you learn from tutorials. It's practicing. It's doing it until you get it right. So make sure that you guys just grab a sketchbook and just practice drawing circles. You don't even need to draw anything, just practice drawing circles. There you go. So there's that circle right there. If you guys don't, if you guys still can't, you can use any pen, like you can use a mug, I mean, or any other circular shape. But this is kind of the shape or the size that you want on this page. Okay, so now let's start to shape where we want that center line to go, and the center line is going to be right around here. It's going to go down like so. Okay, and then we're going to shape the side here, and then the mouth, it's going to be, or sorry, the chin is going to be right around here, and then this way, and then draw this down. So now it looks more like an oval. Okay, now with these female characters, you want to make sure that you draw their necks narrow, not too thick, even though it is padded. So I'm going to draw Kimberly's neck about that big. So line coming down from here, line coming down from kind of like the center, a little bit more to the right, like so. Okay, and then two lines going out like so. And then I'm just going to double up on this line. Let me zoom in slightly. And then we're going to draw the diamond shape. Well, actually, you know, before we draw the diamond shape, maybe it's better if we kind of figure out where that center line is going to go. And it's just going to go like this, okay? And that's all we really need to draw. Okay, and then so like we did with Zach, I'm just going to draw a triangle to represent, it kind of looks like a statue, you know what I mean? So there we have it. Very, very rough drawing of Kimberly's Ranger form right here. Okay, so that's good. Now she's going to be looking up, so we want to keep that in mind, and just pay very close attention to the way that the lines form, because when we focus on the helmets, we tend to, or what we want to do is we want to focus on like the lines being seamless and like being smooth and all that, right? Okay, so that's good. I think we're pretty good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to split where the visor is going to be and where the bottom is going to be as well. So these two are pretty much equal. They're like the same distance, right? Here and here. So you want to keep that in mind. And then kind of just roughing it out here. It's going to be a bit of a V shape right there. And it's going to go like this, okay? And this one kind of goes all the way out to the side. So just shaping and trying to get that right as best as you can. There you go. So I'm just sort of shaping the top of the visor here, trying to get it right. Okay, and then for the bottom, what you want to do is you want to make it so that this right here is going to be like the lowest part of the visor. Like so. So it kind of looks like a really weird looking heart shape, if you think about it. Okay, and then we'll focus on this little triangle thing a little later on. But that's pretty good so far. We've got an idea where we want the visor to go. Okay, now let's focus on the mouth part, mouthpiece. Okay, so a little bit of gap between here and here, like that. bring it to here, to this edge. And same thing over here, so like that. Okay, now you want to create this mouth area line here. This goes pretty much touches the edge here, and then this one goes over here. There you go. Now if you guys want to check out the reference photo that I'm using for this tutorial, make sure you check that out down in the description, and you'll find that it's actually a helmet, a real helmet, and not a drawing or not from the show. So it's like a cosplay helmet that I found an image of. Okay, so there we go. From this point right here, I want to bring that kind of going to the back of the head like so. Okay, and now let's go back up here and let's kind of shape this. So this sort of comes into a nice little shape like this over here. Nice little teardrop, like a leaf shape. But then this continues upwards. So you want to continue that going up, and it sort of goes over the helmet like this. So you want to give that a little bit of a crest shape there. Okay, there you go. Right here, about this far, what you're going to do is find a curve. So you guys see what I'm talking about here. There's this curve right here, and then it goes about here. So what you're supposed to be left with is like a thin sliver of white that's on this side. So that's what that looks like. And then what you can do is you can make this layer a little bit thicker, or a little bit jutting up a little bit further than this one. Like so. Okay, just going to fix it up a little bit. Cool, there we have it. Smooth that out so that it's not a sharp point. That's not bad. And then on this side, you don't get to see that pink, that white kind of sticking out. So it just goes out like so. Like so. Okay, not bad. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab another sharper pencil, and we're going to go in to do the details and all that stuff. But in the meantime, you guys, let's cut to commercial, and then let's get started with the details. Hey guys, this video right here is brought to you by these awesome Patreon patrons. If you are interested in knowing more about how to support this channel through Patreon, check out the link down below, patreon.com/drawit2 for more details. Anyway, let's cut to commercial, and then let's get back to business. All right, we're back. Let's go ahead and continue with our Kimberly/Pink Ranger or Cat tutorial, because Cat is the second Mighty Morphin Pink Ranger after Kimberly had left. So it could be her as well. And here we're just shaping this, kind of rounded here at the bottom a little bit. Okay, so now let's focus on this crest that goes all the way up. And it's supposed to be like the pterodactyl's face, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what it is. Okay, so just above the crest here, I'm going to create two eyes, one on this side, and it's going to look like a leaf. And then the other one is pretty much touching the side here, like this. Okay. I'm going to draw another bigger leaf outside of it with a line that goes down to the tip, or near the tip, right around here. So this goes down and goes up, and it goes around the eye, and creates like this leaf around it. And then of course you do the same thing on the other side. This goes down to the tip, and this creates a bigger leaf shape. If you guys know what I mean by leaf shape. Okay, and then this just goes upwards towards the back of the head. And then same thing on this side. You don't really get to see it much though. There you go, so that's what that is. And a bit of a triangle, very narrow triangle, coming and doing this. Okay, so there we go. Nothing too hard. Okay, so now let's go over here and follow this line. Kind of draw a very thin line going to the back of the head like this. Because what we are going to do is we're going to take this, make a backwards L shape, and then follow the curve of the visor. Make sure you get that visor shape first. Follow the curve of that visor until you get to the face of that pterodactyl. So it looks like, if you look at the pterodactyl, it looks like these are his wings. Okay, and then this goes to the side of the head like that. Not bad, I think. Okay, and I think we're pretty much done with the top. I think there's a couple more little embellishments, like there's a white spot here that just very, very thinly goes in to the crest like that, and then we're good. Okay, now let's add some depth to the visor itself by creating this second layer on the inside. I mean, just a second line, and you're creating that three-dimensional depth to it. And make sure you get that right first, and then there you go. Same thing over here. So I've got basically just two lines running. And now this one is going to be a little bit tricky, because what you want to do is you actually want to draw the outside line going out and touching the side of the face like that. And then the inside line is the one that follows this line that we drew earlier. There you go. Okay, and this one right here, single line until you reach this point where it splits into two. Like that. Okay. Not bad, I think. So now I'm going to focus on the mouth part, and I'm just going to shape that the mouth area until we get a good shape, a nice clean line. There you go. Before you start with the mouth, make sure you get a nice, make sure that it's straight on, it's not too crooked or anything like that. So make sure you get that right. Okay, now let's draw the inside. First, we're going to draw the bottom part, and to show some depth, like it's recessed, it goes inwards, goes like that. Okay, and over here, a little bit narrower down here, and narrower over here. Okay, so there you go. And then we're going to do it again inside with two lines, two very thin lines close to each other, and then they make a U shape. Like that, and then on this side as well. There you go. So that's what it looks like. And then all we have left is, let's make sure we get that line going down first. We want to get that centered properly. And then you just draw the mouth. Very straightforward, not smiling or anything. It's just a plain mouth. Okay, there's the top and then the bottom part right here. You want to make sure that the bottom or the mouth is closer to the top than it is to the bottom. There you go. It's a tiny mouth compared to the rest of the head, but that's how it is with the Power Ranger helmets. Okay, so now let's add a little bit of sheen, black sheen to the visor there. And I think we're pretty much done with the head all we have to do really is to just like fill in those spots there. Let's get this nice and clean. And then just darken your lines and make sure that your lines are nice and smooth. There you go. If you want to zoom out, let's take a look at that neck. Okay, so there's that neck. Make sure it's not too thick. Second layer right here, kind of just where the pink fabric meets the white fabric of the neck. Here's the shoulder. Okay, and I'm just gonna broad strokes this one. Just gonna do it in bigger strokes, bigger lines. And then all we have to do is find a little point right here. That'll be our triangle. And you do that, I think we are done. So, what do you think? There you go. I hope you guys enjoyed this Pink Ranger tutorial. Stay tuned because we will be doing all 6, maybe 7 of the main Power Rangers characters. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Let me just erase that right there so it looks a little bit better. And I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. And you guys, that is all the time that we have for this video. Thank you so much for tuning in all the way to the very end. I appreciate that a lot. If you guys are proud of your drawings, I would love to see them. So head on over to Instagram, tag me at Draw2 so I can see your masterpieces. If you guys are ever curious about the tools that I use for drawing or the equipment that I use to make these videos, I have links in the description of this video, so make sure you guys check that out. If you are feeling extra generous, I have links down in the description as well for different ways that you can show your support on this channel. I already mentioned Patreon, but there are other ways as well, so be sure to check those out. Links in the description. Your contributions go a long way in ensuring that I can continue making videos just like this for you guys to enjoy free of charge. Again, if you guys like this video, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video right here, comment down below, and share this with your friends in your social media. And speaking of social media, don't forget you guys can find me on Instagram, on Facebook, and of course on my website, draw2.com, where you can find a free coloring page based on the tutorial drawing that is found in this video. Again, you guys, all of the links to those are found in the description of this video, so be sure to check that out. Finally, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. And yeah, stay tuned for more so you can learn to draw it too. I'll see you guys next time.